All right, standing in front of the St Helena Anglican congregation. This is one of the oldest active churches in all the United States. It dates all the way back to 1712, guys. If you understand, the Anglicans are the first separation of the Church of England here in the United States. They're a very orthodox version of the Episcopalians. I'll talk a little bit about the graveyard here that surrounds it. Now remember, graveyard is different than a cemetery. Graveyard is attached to the church, whereas a cemetery can be across the street, normally is. And normally the people that do rest here at the graveyard were associated or directly members of the church. There's some very famous people that are interred here. John Barnwell, the founder of Beaufort, is buried here. You remember, John Barnwell was a famous Indian fighter. His nickname was Tuscarora Jack. He is the gentleman that successfully displaced the Yamasee Indian from Beaufort in the Yamasee War between 1715 and 17. About 10% of Beaufort's residents will perish in the Yamasee War. It was a very brutal time in American history. All right. So anyway, St Helena Church has been active since 1712. This is just after the Yamasee War. Another little story about this graveyard is John Bull is another famous Indian fighter. Some of you that go down to Savannah, you know that Bull Street is down there. That is the name. So John Bull rests here, and he lost his wife during the Yamasee War. She was absconded and she was never found. All right. John Bull had a silver chalice created in her memory. He dedicates it to this church, 1715, and they still use it on special occasions today. All right. So on the middle latter part of a tour here with Emma's, we're going to bring you over here to the St. Helena Anglican Church. We're going to talk about the background, how important this church is to this region, as it is one of the oldest active churches in the United States. So join us here at Emma. We are the first ever historical golf cart tour.